It's Tuesday night, I'm back in the pain cave. It's WTRL Zwift Racing League team time trial this evening on the triple flats loop. This is a Syco-list, let's get on with it. Well, in true fashion, I missed the start of the team time trial again. Sat in the pens all that time, and when it gets to 0, I'm not ready to move off. So, quick sprint to get back in with the lads. Team of 6 of us tonight, Level Racing Esports. Got a plan together, we've got the strategy. We're going to do 30-second pulls on the front, around about 115 to 125% of FTP. See how that goes, and then if we can, later on we'll increase our strategy to maybe 45-second pulls, or just increase the strength of our pulls. But yeah, as you can see there, slight taking my eyes off the game a little bit there, just made a bit of a gap which I've had to close off, which caused a bit of a issue for the lad behind me there. But getting the line sorted, going through the Fuego flats. It's the start of this race, about 9.8 kilometers of flat out towards the woodlands before we make the climb out of the desert. Quite handy that I've done the recon in this video, and also raced it yesterday in the Tugaz tour series that I'm doing. Obviously rest day from that tour series today, so I could do the WTRL, but back on that again tomorrow. So like I said, 30-second pulls here is what we're doing. Getting ourselves sorted, getting our line sorted, and working through our strategy. So as we come through here, this is the first sort of real ramp as such in this course, taking us out of the desert up into the woods. Plan here is that I was going to switch, and then I was just going to stay on the front up through this climb, making it easier than trying to rotate going up the climb. I've just gone to the front to take my turn. I've just held longer on the front, taking it to the top. When we take the left hand turn at the top, I'll just ease off and sit back in and let the others come through for their turns. Just trying to stay on the pedals as we go down the descent as well, because you could ease off here, but other teams will probably keep on the pedals. So we've done the same. We've kept on the pedals, kept the rotations going down through this descent. A little bit of momentum at the bottom by a few of us just pushes us through and makes us bunch a little bit, but that happens on the downhill sections. It's quite difficult at times to ease off the pedals when you need to, but our line's getting back together and we're getting back into formation as we now head out across here towards the tunnels. So we're still doing well, working together well as a team, still doing our 30-second pause here. As you can see, I've moved to the front in downtown Watopia. So our plan here on this one, our strategy is that one of our riders is going to take to the front to lead us up this climb out of downtown Watopia. And when we get to the top of this climb and onto the Essess section, I'm going to move to the front and I'm going to ride the Essess on the front with no rotations in our team, so our team stays together as one long line. So we'll stop rotations shortly as I move to the front to take the Essess. As you can see here now, pushing to the front, and I'm literally going to ride these ups and downs all the way through so the team can sit on me. This strategy, actually looking at other teams, we were probably about 10 seconds quicker through this section, or gained 10 seconds on the team that are behind us or in front of us. So yeah, so our strategy here would work quite well to stay like this. And here's the rotation, riders coming through now. So as we get to the top of this final climb for the descent, I can just ease off the pedals and sit back in the group, taking the descent as my recovery, moving myself to the back of our group. The main thing with drafting in team time trials is you don't have to be right on top of the rider in front of you. If it says close the gap on the screen 2 to 3 meters, you're still getting a draft benefit from the rider in front. So you don't have to be right on top of them to get that benefit of the draft. So here we are, going through the Roman villas and out towards the volcano now. Just coming in towards the volcano now, and there is a slight sort of switchback here with a bit of a ramp. We've just got a few little gaps appearing, which is just closing off and sorting out our line now before we take this ramp up towards in through the volcano. But still working really well together as a team, communicating everything on Discord, all talking to each other, all calling out our turns on the front when we're coming through, when we're coming off, and really keeping ourselves together and organised, which is really good. Really working and taking our turns as we should, making sure that we're keeping on the pedals and pushing through as well. So move to the front here myself to take my 30 seconds, take us through the volcano, and then we'll drop out the other side again, back towards the tunnels, back towards the Roman villas. So as we come through here, we're going to do the S's again backwards this time. So I think again the strategy, same as we used on the way out, is I'll move to the front and lead us through these S's and ride it through to the end, and then we can swap over towards the end. So I just push through here and take up the front just to ride through these, and then everyone can sit in formation behind, so we can just move through and try and keep this together as a good pace line rather than rotating. And here we go, swapping back over for that final descent, so I can just get some recovery in and just sit in the wheels a little bit, just moving through now. Still got us all together. A couple of the lads have had connection issues and they keep popping on and off the screen, as you've probably seen in the video, but we're still all there at the moment, still working through. So heading here back towards the Ocean Boulevard, just moving through, take my turn on the front. A few scragglers that we're catching here on the road, obviously they've dropped off their team time trial. Need to get 4 riders across the line to register a time in this one. So obviously we started off with 6. We're down to 5 riders at the moment, and we've got to get 4 across the line. As you can see, one of them there just lost their connection and they popped off the screen, but they're back again. But yeah, we've got to get 4 across the line to register a time on the 4th rider across the line. So we've dropped 1, but we're still pushing on, still keeping the rotations going, trying to keep everyone together and keeping this pace line as high as we can on the pace and pushing through. Taking this left-hand turn, going in towards the tunnels, and it'll be the final down and up through the tunnels before we're back towards the finishing bit. This is a final rise out of the tunnels as we are about to head up and take the right hand turn for the false flat back towards Fuego flats and back onto the desert. Great turn on the front there, and just trying to get our formation back together and work out who's going where, because we sort of lost it a little bit as we come out of the tunnels. I think Chris there's had an amazing effort on the front, really dug deep on that one, and we're just starting to come through now and start our rotations again. Just over 3 kilometers to go until the finish. Got to dig deep on this one and try and keep everyone together, because I think we're down to 4 riders now, so we've got to try and all get home safely now, as we've got nobody we can lose or spare to lose. So final 2.5k to go. So 1.5k to go, only 4 of us left, taking it in turns, seeing who's got what left. I'm just moving forward to the front here to take my 30 seconds on the front. Still trying to put out about 300 watts, but they all move through, and I'm sitting at the back at the moment, and then in a little while we're just going to take that final turn onto the finishing straight. Coming through now. Going to move through to the front and take my turn on the front and lead this in. Dig deep, put the watts out and get to the finish line, which there it is. Just calling down now after the team time trial. Great teamwork from the lads from Level Racing Esports. If you like this video, please click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.